This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
I was on high body TV, Yamamina Kaba, Fabraso, na yentinsim war, a movement TV, Dawuro ne, Godon ne, Kukanum, Dasibren Makache. Yeah, Dawuro says ya, Mahama said, or your resetting, was the same. IGP call, Tokonu call, says ya, Moya Tis, Ghana Association, my friend is a Jimensa, and a squadron so a year woman, Pomunina Beko. That means the head of Mpenny form with that institutions in no memono, or my penny is some he or so pa, Asiedu Nketia EC boss. Near for a friend saying, Fifi Kwete, and quiet Chief Justice. And of Bob would no baby. Over we call for quite a Ghana for Casse. Mahama mon whom the NDC, ye kick him out to be intimate. It's the Mahama yellow. Ye no cosonoye. Na kwabena aje Japan flag bearer hold for NPP obe kasa dia fa sike bia ekoso wo NPP mu a wo susu se entwa yi kura ina se sike na mo baje de fia eyo de wo de yin
politics nti afei opani bo hu pani pa chese obi a oyelo yani na wako school num ne ayi na osi ABC du kura fe de ontimi nkan biem na emanu nyemo nwa because a agenda of the NDC party and the government say opese osisane maybe na assemble na America lawyer Roxanne Nelson Dafiamakpo oye MP on sisi aye kasei oye majority chief whip parliament yes so akwa court say okenka Ghana constitution na Constitution no mention Ghana Bar Association. I trying to friend GBA. And then the Dafiamakpo say or court. Na Supreme Court or kono. Supreme Court and declare say ye can say Ghana Bar Association na. And yes, Ghana Bar Association na ewohui. Now mo any other group, lawyer for group biano should be referred to as Ghana Bar Association. Eti odwei edi hako Supreme Court. Na enyesa asem no eda Supreme Court akodu Supreme Court wa anka no pay make cancel bi. But asem na kwa akodu Supreme Court enti wo cancel bi a eya enye yi because contempt ebetew. Se lawyer ni to say Dafiamakpo. Eni ba bi a nyanya maduri eni emredu awatena parliament yi say or Supreme Court say the Supreme Court should declare say ye can say Ghana Bar Association na enye Ghana Bar Association na ewo hui na mum eye any lawyer for group bia mo be kan ya NDC for na take concern teachers association eye mo ankrofo no a CCT no because anytime bia omo fo say omo ne institution bia nya adwuma Ghana bia no na esese omo undermine ne sa institution no na omo say no enti in opposition NDC for shots ye kan say Ghana Bar Association no MPP for enkabomku enti no ombeti omo ho de free ho enti omo kokote NDC Lawyers Association sa Lawyers Association no omo meeting ase wo ho ena Yera John Mahama ekoka say Sadachi biano obeye mampani a Ekufuado a appointed judge for edi akọ bench ne so wa park bench no with NPP inclined lawyers. Enti ono so ba NDC lawyers no should make themselves available. Na on for monkoye judges. Ebiem oba wa hu se so betimi a research judiciary no said you no pa. This say oyi chief justice no adi. He's on record. I have the tape. And I'm penny and pa oba ye so no ni playbook no pe ya tijaji phobia ya recommend your modi omako ya tini nyina oba ye so ampa wa yi chief justice no adi a make us say maami toko no watifie endra ne lawyer ayiko otu etro krata e de babonten na okenkan lawyer ayiko otu krata no a wo se ene befem o se befem enti enne no ya yi chief justice na di awie Ghana Bar Association no eni eku a meresantinie efi 1992 eye ku a aboa judiciary no e de abo Ghana atemwo ne ho ban enti NDC for again epese e undermine Ghana Bar Association no na almost say group no said de be ya ene se ye tiatia judiciary refa ahundu so a judiciary no enyo bi enka bi enfa ma wo mo enti da fema kpo eco Supreme Court say Supreme Court en declare say afa de ye kasa Ghana Bar Association a enye Ghana Bar Association a ohui na mum refer to any other lawyer for group bia. No wonder say now no at the bar conference the Attorney General eko didi lawyer for nyina atem na odidi o matem wie ya pe na ofa the bag she ni motuam poa na okoye. And when the first time bar conference so na Attorney General eja bar ne ho na woko. When the first time bar conference so na Attorney General eja bar ne ho na oko. When the first time bar conference so na atun safre Ghana mampani na wanko. Meanwhile before say bar conference ibe so no omo tun safre obi fi UK se omekasa dafia makpo ya eba social media so ebe kan se ai Ekufuado wo ho no ebiri bia na ye Ekufuado kasa oba conference ase nti adenti na Mahama Bresu die yakofo obi se ome special omema a keynote address then bar association issue statement kan se abiri bia no omo wo obi a okasa na mampani die oye constant anytime a mampani ewo bia no oba ebe kasa nti oma tunsan so e de afre Ghana mampani John Mahama but abri edu bar conference no so no ora John Mahama wanko onimi nti wanko because no wa yi chief justice nadi nti onimi se okọ bar conference na se a ye be catch nanim pain say Papa John Dramani Mahama wo say judiciary no wo say oman no se wa yi chief justice edi eti bar conference no ye tunsa afre no so well dodge wanko bar conference no ni Attorney General so koye ono so kodidi lawyer for atem Ghana Bar Association for mo ye MPP for enti na mo no ye yi Charlotte se di mankasa ye yi Loretta di mankasa ye yi Chief Justice di nkwade mo kasa na mo kan asema mo kan so no ene MPP for asem nyina ye pe enti mo fa ba no enye politics say eno kan sa owie ya pe eno fa the bag poa ena okoye bar conference bia se Chief Justice kasa wase Saba conference ekosu Chief Justice anoye acting and yabonidin wanko Justice Bafuboni wanko Justice Bafuboni anko no omama yati ase biribi no so otukwan oye acting yawu no so otukwan no oka se Justice Poamai and the senior most judge into ono eme acting mano na otukwan condition na otwum news sen aba Ora Bafuboni anko bar conference no Justice Poamaya oye the second senior most law judge Supreme Court no wa ma ono so anko offer one of the genius na anu ya Mahama appoint you ya me we finidin eno oba eno mo ne co representative Chief Justice bar conference na se eti wanko Justice Bafuboni the acting Chief Justice wanko ne second in command Justice Poamai wanko the third in command Justice Amadu Tanko wamananko the fourth in command Henrietta Mensah Bonsu wamananko and of far new one ni Justice Yoni Kolondi nu nyina ho wama mu bi anko and of far foforo fu iba akon and o se kona ko kabichiro mu amina ememinyei and o ma no ne koye enti NDC for ewo botai se ombeku Ghana Bar Association so all because in their mind for say Ghana Bar Association no MPP for nkabomku because say obi tiatia omu tiatia constitution so no Ghana Bar Association aka no credit akire wo mo nti omo mpene Emma Ghana Bar Association for and show my name and kind of crunch but ko Supreme Court ko Ghana Law Report and hold na kind share and someone landmark cases Ghana Bar Association for Edia Court etimi enrich Ghana ya jurisprudence. Enti anu na ne ayetun sisi ya enti ye fi Supreme Court and na ye do Ghana Bar Association ye be call Electoral Commission Ghana Police Service amanya mo fair share dan pare koye ye nim ne ye be so all institutions NDC and massage nyina trying to break all the institutions na omodi omaye omo bidding before say ombehu no mbeye but NDC pill 2028 say Ghana for your madwene say ombese so madwene a omopa omoma Asiedu Nketia enye Electoral Commission chairperson omopa omfa fifi kwete as Supreme Court Chief Justice omopa omonfa Dafiamakpo enko Supreme Court omopa omonfa Eduyita Maklo omopa omonfa Kodwo Dawuro enko Supreme Court se Ghana for your madwene say 2028 ombese sa ban a bibia ni hwebetumi asesa na to da bi kura politicians bi nim nti omo ho John Mahama akofa Charlotte say bai ebe ye Electoral Commissioner Ghana for chiro madwen ye to aba ni wie no na wawe Charlotte say pew won pew obe declare John Mahama wo pew dan say na wasu 2016 ni wasu a wani nyina ye ko ye hu ni nyina wo sunsun na wo gitum because that is the will of Ghanaians enti dano wo su esu na wo gitum wo mean ka so nyintum enti wo su nyina na wo gitum 2024 elections Electoral Commission no MPP ni friends MPP for na appointed no friend no Jimensa MPP appointed Electoral Commission said they also appoint Charlotte Sena and also 2024 Dr. Baumia eda all gitum no na me woni fie hobi anopa no 9 o'clock yet to about 7th Adechi Sunday anopa 8 na Dr. Baumia ni ye gina ni fie na ebo 9 na me hu Dr. Baumia PF ni dem na oba na Fedoware no mudi na ti na obegina ho na Samira gina nchen na wo hwe Dr. Baumia kasa na che kasa na wie nyina na se tumi nu ekura no na wode ema afeke jemfo couldn't help dan so gina ha na fi wo ti ni suo Dr. Baumia ejina ho pa ba ondo ebe mem wansu Baumia do wansu and obi ahu ye wansu because nitirimu adwen papa nitirimu fita yesu nitirimu fita nso a nitirimu abo ankun enti Baumia de dan wansu onye pa drunk wansu ba JM de obi ahu se 2016 ni wasu ama na animu nyina ye yia ni wasu wahu ba ko ne de mintimi nka so ya na wanye Baumia de opie baaye no even though na a very painful moment Emma MPP ni bia and so untimi nka se onfama o hand over dan say me ne godon ye free ho anafe ye hu ba bia edi ti befa say ye ba adwuma mu ye ba ya bedu pig farm runabout ho anafe ye gina filling station ho ye hu say ye mra new town se yanku ne edi ani kire Westland ho sa afe ye hu ba bia ye fa ade no I intasantasi akaim aja say etino Ghana politicians they should learn say nipa no decide wia asa it is finished opeu obekofi entira Mahama ene ne NDC they should know some pa obetimi asesa the NDC for all state institutions se Ghana for kosaline na Ghana for decide a bibia ni ho betimi aka say on the will of Ghanaians enye adwuma you have been north New Jaben South Suhum Ekuapem North Ekuapem South Okre Ebuakwa North Ebuakwa South Fantiakwa North Fantiakwa South Etiwa East Etiwa West na wahyi omu nyina wo Ascension Presby Hall Donko ewo Kufudu ewo New Jaben South na ono omo so edi enkomo owi a one regional executives bay meeting owi one former regional executives bay meeting on the Council of Elders bay meeting, on the patrons bay meeting, and Sana obi fi Eastern region na wefri ho. Ti Dr. Baumia na point to eno koka machi.
Oh, yeah.
na boko de
na me adom bibia boko
ede nyankopon ase enti
na adwuma no so Eastern region
ya enti na obeye ni nyina sana we free Eastern region
sana pe engineer ko blaje Japan be ba ha
obeba ha no pe no nkron
enra
ni meja mu kwantam
okay enra nwumre former presiding member Gan Western and Central Municipality wo ba ha
okay
na no was in the constituency wo no na engineer ko blaje Japan edinkra aba se obeba besra wo mu enti delegates ni no person we share binom but was say engineer akodru holmo no na yesi sampeni for no I don't know say na coordinators we say you okay na yesi mu eni ho domanti men share engineer
oh sir
na yesi do na eco mountains
okay
na yem say mo so say so mo so mountains so mo koi na ya no de mesre mpanifo said the be enye subi na asheda fa emma will be inside delegate bi no mesre mpanifo say independent Ghana 16 regions in fact independent no kwaro mu nyina po beta ka so ko one region one day on betimi akọ the has on betichi
sir Dr. Brian Champon enso Eastern region at the same time on so endro no Eastern region ato ase
aha
enti Dr. Baumia Eastern region no so Eastern region
enti me mpese obi be kọ yes na e se ko hia be mu na we so momra ha e do moko no mo anya kwan ya nhia wo mo okay say 2007
God na hono person me come yeso de to here on say coordinators there so say coordinators and a boama unya o core of people or pulling areas no on from coordinators nyina e wo Eastern region coordinators nyina e wo Brian ho enti
omukọ Brian ho
yes
emra
oma wo 2 days ni
okay
enti fane say lada de kotopon pulling areas meeting it will be very difficult say ube to me reach out to Nkrofo no because coordinator no be friend oni ho by so improvise now because so be after omo it does not stop you from your work when you say ope kwan a obe fast ofofro na waye wadwuma
koka me ba coordinators ho me ba na coordinator ni ho a kwan be me fast aye adwuma ni bi Missing basic coordinators. You can improvise for coordinator. What you say? And you say, aha, you say be a me say, ebe could be more canopy mammy, or my mammo, and I may buy me say, or mammo canopy diminish. Then how to find other means. But I want to meet certain personalities. Say, where me baby siamo. What me bano mundi one man. Okay, me bano mundi one man. How do I improvise? It's the match say. Delegates na Emma. General Secretary enya omatinary so what I say ebi abosome no a
aspirants na delegates
sorry aspirants 5 no omomma General Secretary enya omatinary say October ye ebesimi matinary ni mekwa ha General Secretary enya say pa obahu say bia classes bebem ebebohu say be ba say no ma wonya opportunity enhia wi mo me so de mema dwene say e wo say delegates ni na opportunity esia all aspirants
no we cry no enye new general secretary cry regional be ko bia no just communicate to the region so be a communicate to the regional obi e wo region mu a region be ma schedule of the nipa no
kwaku no kre ba chade bi obi ni say Dr. Brian Champon o sia enipa bebre e wo Eastern region eti no o sia wo mu a obecho letela kwama hwan what you say ebia wo sia ebi wo sia coordinators from Upper East ewo Eastern region wo sia coordinators for Upper East Eastern region coordinators in Upper East ewo Eastern region no that we be a sa week no so no na obi so efria se no first Upper West one that same period no wo kwa wo nkoto wo mo ni ho no mai so boko Eastern region eta me chese wo ma I say there be a obi be opportunity to meet full house
unim insuyi munaya na asa yedin ebe kakra bejo ebre no ba obia ntimintina na ahima mu no ontun san friend Nkrofo de bia obia bi sifam me ntimi me nwa se ayiko ka coordinate because me hu flyers say Dr. Brian Champon onu asifam a or around the constituencies or region. Yes, you know, once a beer coordinators and so almost akotena
omoko enra e fed say omoko e fed adua na when no be kan wo Ghana
so almost so coordinators no
and was so no say
omoko akwama ba
was so no say to oko program bi
I think say no mo ba ya say nra nwumra
it no ka say me agree say ya hwehwe kwakra obi abenya full complement of delegates ne say
right.
na benya opportunity no makasa
ebeboa se na be yaja enche ne yes system bi na system bi enkrofo bi yesre omunye na obia nhia obi enti we yi so abawumia ekoyi a opese okoshia coordinator for no so nya coordinator for na system be no eno ne system be a
minimum so
ebi afa no be bi diama no
obi na ekoshia
ebi esika system
obi nkrofo na ekoshia
system
ekoshia coordinators ene yese bawumia to nsa from won kran anka ebe ka se bawumia the system bi avoid preventing crop for meeting coordinators and the see you so a branch champon and so aton safran crop for about me crop for nya kwansia coordinators and no system ben no
a billionaire system
billionaire system they say maka say the system
okay I see BBC or Eastern region say Dr. Baumia ekoye no MPC dunum on say see one piece if East was 2033 constituencies
na bra ye dwudwam na
eno na egusu ana o de o de mi we
asa na ko dwudwam no
and say we manfa ho
say me nchasa
and wa try pistols e good e
o de we say e mo ana mutisi mu timati esimu a to de
hello say so we papa yen tebo
na me de contem Eastern region you 33 constituencies
33 na MPP
23 MPP MPs so out of the 23 no imu 15 ese omo hwa omo hu se wuyi Dr. Baumia Sinchen na akofo bia ba enyi nti no omo endra e declare omo support e de ma Dr. Baumia so Samia Okum ewo Akuapem North that is Ekropon kujo opon kroma wo fo asayire bi Francis Anodom pre won so madrejiri Kofi ahenkrama afo ewo achiase Charles Ekuokun Oredu onu ni constituency Ekuokun Oredu onu
Charles Oredu
onu wo Abrem constituency na Kingsley Ajiman ewo Ebuakwa South Alexander Kwesi Akwa ewo Achimodan Aida Asiedu ewo Yinsuano na Kwame Apia Kodua ewo Fantiakwa North Duke Oforiata ewo Fantiakwa South Michael Chiribefi ewo New Durban South Frank Asiedu Bequin ewo Suhum Kwame Ado Frimpong Ado Frimpong ayi empraiso ono ana we nipa
mehwe
Kwame Ado Frimpong we dey me ebitimi kakra so mo amuni no mo send me message na mehum na Loretta Koko Asante ono so ye Atiwa West na Alexander den Ejiri Kwame Ado Frimpong na Alexander Ejare Kade Alexander Jare wo Kade yes na so Kwame Ado Frimpong de no na Maxim so mo hwehwe ma so endra sanhye mu na se no Kofi ahenkrama afo de no afa no chairman afo ono ni MP4 Achiase constituency on the gina MPs dunum ya nemu na omone central for ekasaye na yanko he video nemra yemra no ne yehu MP ba ko na ewo no so na che say oyi 15 fa
ampa Kwame Ado Frimpong wo ayi
Buffalo ewe Ebuakwa no
ampa no be
ampa na ndi o man tro ni yes na me wo ha ndi o man tro ampa ni
Buffalo di ankasa ye nana ampa Kwame Ado Frimpong
eti me hu ampa no
na oni mpa
eti ampa na amanti eti Buffalo
me hu Kwame Frimpong no
na kase anana kase na nkoko ne hwan
nkoko okay nkoko
na Frimpong
price your OPK okay eti no
eti Buffalo asane ye
okay Buffalo Ebuakwa North so 23 15 we've manaka saying 8 no so you say on abukere Japan baako ana bo abno se asare
ana manti Madam Fudin.
Madam Fuben.
Protozoa.
Oh, Suhu, Auntie. I see the Bequin. I say Protozoa in any and we and we and
then I put it in.
Aha. It's say would you
the Hunu Kwame, Kwesino, and Edin.
Sir, na Protozoa and
Labi Edim
Protozoa and Moye deep.
Wabeye second to the president, and I say Wabeye vice president, Wabeye running mate 3 times, I have vice president 2 times. Inti ye hwe wo mo a omne na epre no a obie ni ho a ye ka se amanyosem obi a obetumi e de party na ko power na watumi ebu omani ya omu bie ni ho a oni no ese endam senti yen 15 a ye wo MPP a sorry ye wo Eastern region ha ye 23 emu 15 ye nyina ya kan ho abom se ye tie Dr. Mahmoud Bawomiachi na wako 2 franc ano na wagitumi no e de ama MPP 2028 enam senti ye stress obia wahia ha obia wo ha bia omayan kan humbom if say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na MPP sesia ye de ne kɔ abato a ye betumi awi ni abato no ne yenya presidency no ye damase nyame hira mu nyina.
All right, so we MPs no enye omu nyina ni, but we MPs no do from the Eastern region and drum declare support for Iraba Omiana honorable Kifichuma Pofo ama me message sisi say baby obeshiom no so obeshiom obunsu rather enya ascension, but me initial communication me nyanam say timeda say for the correction ti o say obeshiom wo bunsu wanya o say honorable Kifichuma Pofo former MP for Ebuakwa North constituency. Oh, na said down there. Who said I make catch though? I make catch say enfa. I make catch say uncle baby one who say Godon unim enipa bi use formula bi. Who say obi ti say eye maame feeder prempe aswese camp from Bawumia. Enya wanwa bebre because of the obvious reason. So I say entino enkrofo before say oh wagia can dey send e bia primaries ni ko ye die e bia nema ba community bi ho na ninyi ho enti mi enko ho no na say ebi ti say na ayi omoka kire ayi say your friend is saying Justin Kodua I want to me adena yachi wuntu mi na how obi a wo ko page secretary ko wa support adena yachi na obonsamuma janu no nko ne ko na ne be bia yan fa nye no na Kodua se there bi as general secretary of the party me regional chairman nya asemu a osimi nya no nko ne ko me yase nyi ekwan bi e be fa so a e be yi wuntu mi bia na e be yi no eti e bi no mo nam no na omu hwehwea heba bia tokoro kitua bi da no ne ya bo awuram nti ono ba Kifichuma Pofo onko baby a what was it be called so he for bunsu yes okay ti yanto akomodo so si bunsu enti mame that's right now people can be
ya me hwe we ye wodi ya dwudwam ne ba Professor Kinsley Nyakon so chia ya no pe
Professor Kinsley
prof na ya mo achi
see a man adwuma bi
prof adwuma no na ya wi a ya be feedback
ye wi a be frɛ no
ya ma prof adwuma bi we ya no abo member so ya say man adwuma ye
say do be ya say na
say so chia no fa nko GTech
sa no na
mo GTech for
na fa ko GTech
no mo so GTech no na sha see o on na de mra ko ye
enti prof
enti no so ohwe na say ayi so commissioner
adwuma na
ya for GTech for mo
adwuma ti wi a be frɛ o
na that's why who free region ho no
me ba be si wo me ba be bi ho no
yanko
na enen no dwam no so ho da
na watro bi
say wo media judiciary attack on the judiciary no oni ade ehia me na me afutu am de be man say wo ye magistrate e wo Ghana wo ye judge e wo Ghana wo ye lawyer e wo Ghana wo ye law student e wo Ghana da chi wo so be ye lawyer and I want to school I work with crowd I feel now SS I was that you may law over law, non so be lawyer. Munina support to MPP mra power. Now restore the dignity of the judiciary. Because and this in it only the Muhammad here. Oma imagine say ombe judiciary no no dey assume botom. No ma control mo ti say dey teacher ni control class 1 for nkwada no. Se dey and this for person mo ye no. Enti say wo sa profession we mu dia bompaye na yere hu bua MPP man mra power me dey hia me ba kono no.
Okay.
Na me pesa me ma
before so be moving away from that no. 2014.
Yeah.
When DC regional headquarters Okofodua. Your committee bi ho. Na your committee no. George Lawson. No NDC General Secretary, Deputy General Secretary. Inti on the bar oba meeting bi fi Accra. Inti omu wi omu meeting na omu share yan no for say gina ho gina NDC for. Me kan sa asem ne pa. O kan say 3 key institutions bi Ghana say ya NDC for any favor. E was institutions na nim. Na e ko etiomo pa. So they have a roadmap. Say almost ebetimi penetrate those institutions because amofo say NPP dominated areas. One, the clergy, asori, ene asofo, ewo memu no, and because of asofo ma kono ni si yenti, NDC for asofo ewo memu ni pe NDC for asem. So omo ye deliberate effort say they will rope them in. The second institution, the media.
Yeah.
Say omo media landscape na. Media for the one and support FNPP because of what Kwekuba Kunum echo true ninti. And then the third one no, was the judiciary because of the Matthias, the Matthias Day no buy and all that. So now or encourage a mebu ne ohone say we and this near color school.
And you are
na say uhia moa party ni beboa. Make 2014 no, right George Lawson.
Years now.
Na ONDC Deputy General Secretary Bakofodua into oshia nipa na me gina ho into he talk say nyina na ka asem no enti it didn't make sense to me until after about 10 years 8 years me who say oh asem o kan wan kan keke because when nipa NDC for a sponsor modi o makolo school a
nyasem ketwa
o when NDC mabunu NDC for a sponsor modi o makolo school in the last 10 years that's what
nyasem
hwa so for no kwan o mafa so I fa so for no na he media no
na fe amama sofo no dodo na so aya torofo
na he media no
sofo dodo no aya torofo mu dia
torofo afa media no no mum
na 78 million o rafi
ya no na Ura Lawson as Deputy General Secretary no now more or less as or card be be but na o ma take a decision at the higher
high level so na because who mebu no of course party mebu
in fact
it only ye dim say party no aduni
in fact and a cobi so within the NDC no say your magic say almost for the next 20 years you can first 10 lawyers are more any idea or more popular Ghana was a sanko for no or more ambition it's in ya dia but MPP for so nyebi was we nya boni
there be muntumi nyebi
for so nyebi
just say dia
omo nyiro
ntimi twa masam so no ko me pese ye mampani mahama eni NDC 40 ase mampani mahama kwa me nkroma with ho na hunu ni nyina obi bọ kwa me nkroma di nkura ni achina tum detention without trial eni niema ne kankan nyame ni bibi obeye bia no ọkọ no wantimi afa Ghana nko oja Ghana ho ena ọkọye Rollins buga nyina chibe kunkum judges kunkum Ghana fo a opey eye ni bibi opey bia wieye no ọkọ no wantumi afa Ghana nko President John Dramani Mahama wontumi afa Ghana nko ba bia obayaw die na waja na to ho ntina babo si dimpa na sese nipa wunya ese na hunya die nti ese wo ye bibia Ghana fo bobo dimpa na de odi start with second term yi die sa vengeance no ahwe ya eno an bekum o nyese bekum se wo bewu o eno an de wo se ye ne wani muguase ye beba in case you don't know wani a watu esi nipa so se wo de Ghana fo gu wani mu ase na obi a betena konwa so a wonya second term wo de wo ba ye wa nya second term nti obu afu no eno na bia de wani muguase ye beba nti misrew on hwe ni ye na eniyema nso so enko ye kakra na asabibi so ha ma ho na eniyema ko ye
afidi
anti mesele mampani ma ha ma
ensumbiu
se onwene se o mfie nan abroso a mfie nan na mfie nan no so a obekọ Ghana ewo ho ye ne betena mu enti onwene se woni nipa enete na animal farm mentality na o manya no o munyimfiri o mutirim na to Eastern region asem nyina na chemamafo kan no onabo Kofi Ankramaafo waka no ye power 2028 the America say nyese MPP mu ko prime minister koyi leader keke na mu koyi obi obetumi agi tumi ama party no mesi obi a wo MPP ye bia a obi a wo pese MPP ba power 2028 bia no anyene ana on kan da se yensisa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obi a opese MPP ba power 2028 bia ni wa obedwin se yensisa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia woni a omo yesi yensisa Bawumia ne ye wo mu a omabo mutim pose lalai obuma Dr. Bawumia me ye president da enti ye ne Dr. Bawumia be ye president the party nko opposition enti wonsu a wo ye delegate a ye kan dokodoko sema kirewo ye se diskaba be brew na watu atia Dr. Bawumia no sika no anya de ombetumi amount $1 million wudi ebesa ba o party ewa ban mu a emfaso ewo so anana Dawuro kan bibi no and this ba power wo president no mu grumu wo vice president so that president no free wa vice president abetwa na dwuma no so ye Professor Mills ye mampani mahama ade na MPP di obi be vice president ya mo se nipa no kwa ene no nko asema mo kan ya na nyansa ba ni wom mo na mko mo ni ate se nipa no be di vice president awie na se president no do buy no kwa ene no nko nyansa ni ansema mo keka no mo but me de minimi se die ekwaso 2023 2024 ma MPP lose election no a ye wie ye nyina esu no delegates na so ya bibi MPP fo so ya bibi ense no beka kire wo no ombetie ombebo mo nsema mam omo nsema mam mo be mo musika ombeji but omo pese party ni ba power ntino election no akota ba ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
all right aka 1171 days na yekoto aba
enu 1200 gra
the atwam said yeteso
1000
yeteso nti aka 1171 anti efiri akire ne yeba kakra
yaka
2200 okay nti beduru okem all right so o say
Eastern region
fa fa Eastern region flyer ne to so wi a meya djuma kakra obosome frɛ ho because chama untumi ye djuma pa ho
bosome frɛ ho
bosome frɛ ho na odinsem bi atudwa ho very interesting meya na ma so Eric Bacho Eastern region flyer no we go also person can the Western region
there be say na wo hwɛ numbers no mo say 50 na wo chechire
na me
say
say na we na wo ka
we na me hu ye nti say etime ehwe ne ye say according to Ghana 123 no was say NPP presidential primary 15 MPs so far support Dr. Bawumia now was say 5 and the word Dr. Brian Champon and na ba 1 word honorable Kennedy Japan and na 1 undecided na kwa kuni momo
for undecided for no
uni mo say ba ko pe na undecided do
onu ye hwan po
minimum
Eastern region
aye
and na almost Dr. Brian ne he for no abetifi empire so any enkoko and na hwan no kriana and na hwan bium
and na Oluwa
wo asenema so across okay okay even though yate but officially onyan kasa say owo ho ana woni
basani yate say it will ka 5 no
ka 5 no
ye betwen
so be ni ofri ma onyini hu
na wa
o ka say oni ho watu kwan wa abrochi o ka say ba fi sei amo kan say okoken ba say nu say nipa dunu ma banti okre even though yate but ye me MP me twen no
from his outfit
no me twen no ba
banasa omo na ka 5 no
amini me ya we pa
and so bana say get sa this omo ka chono mu
o meyi ne ho ano
ya bala allocation
and na one for no boken no say obi no say na was and na one undecided no one undecided no minimum
na constituency no say he when na aka ma me hwe
da bio say
ma list ni ma me hwe constituency aka
na wo hwe constituency da aka so wo hwe da hwe abehu
me pese me hwe
one they undecided
so wonim 15 na you 5 ni na one na wo hu the aka undecided
so far ma me
Honorable Kennedy was saying
okay
Honorable Kennedy was saying na the quota one police undecided maybe sitting on the fence yes was supported Dr. Mahmoud Baumia about support na Dr. Bre Champon Emma na that was support Dr. Bre Champon was support on the previous elections it ben was there we dey nimia panyin nimia kuma na aja mu dia baby sim to we one person be kabi it is no or shed be koso it was no I think say undecided no Ghana 1 2 3 for one should deal from one farmer no because he what decide when it trim well I don't know say undecided do say sit on the first say
butubutu
that be butubutu
say when yes no onye you
o ba say obetimi decide say
no
obi decide minority leader say one only say so far one declare so be nkum and that's when if back of one baby or but one kind
because obi say Iradam Botwi rumors are koswa say okodo Dr. Brian Champon but I can put it on record because me dey papa say Honorable Dambotwi ain't declare support for any of the candidates. And me then the dinkomo personally I'm waka me say on declare support for any of the candidates. None of the 5 anyway declare support at the amano. And we decided say on declare support MUBA whoever party ni be as flag bearer biano or best supporting Nipano na Nipanet me win election. But going into this election there, on declare support for BR for the primaries.
Yeah, but what you want
to know? Enti chama won to me and almost so juma ewo bosome frɛ ho constituency
and answer for J constituency a black woman uncle US
na enti no
I'm not uncle UN general assembly
odi
so I can answer
odi information bi oka odi nkomo bi
UN general assembly no koni fie
na me feel say ehun hia pa enti yemfanto just a minute and 6 seconds enti yenkoti chairman untumi emra na eba into aso ya
aya andisi for aya no mo kwapo omo the vice president mienu aba vice president mienu no omo de omo baba ko mienu miensa amomo de bedi president mienu vice president mienu no mo ana tina yeso MPP for no so mo opposition bia no from 1992 aba pem na no da bia mo form vice president ana omo de ni baby yes ana tina yeso so ye opposition na yeso afa vice president what I say yes so this for no pa omo tiase say yes so the vice president biaba eto omo support ye na eto aba afa ma yes vice president no ma medi gara pa adentia say this for the me no aba vice president no aba president adentia ye ba kwa ba ye de lu ye yes
all right, so we chairman wuntumi na we enye say okọ various polling stations any various electoral areas e o constituency nim na Rebi Kase Ndra o say if he say party buy omuhu regional chairman bia wo electoral area hoda say omo ba ni omo bi di nkomo e say ma wuntumi ba wa ba no ama omo ani age and then they will vote for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. So I got to pato yenhwe run video ni
kakra because they can say every can say after say ni supuna Boadu ye ba me to ama yewa o gana yewa to me o ma hada na ende we dey kan ba ye hada die o yo be dey kuni say ye Boadu kasi Boadu power na party ye di kuni mu ye pese ye di supuna Boadu ji asa tutu o ma police station na ese ya ye black o mu mo be bi ya le hu chiri ye bi ya one way police station e wo ye habi mo yeso ye be support mu no so mo wa ye
All right. It's where as I recommend us where some of the polling station executives are so ekasa ye bra yira chema untuminum ekoe. So various teams for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enam grants are eye adwuma. Even though Dr. Bawumia na so eye adwuma no e bi so enam famo mo ye adwuma kuka.
Mo semensa so say.
Simo semensa.
Enres one so atesi mo ko say Obuasi East.
Okay, that's former Ashanti Region Minister.
Okay. Grassroots na said me say number now. Come on be dey na come pa.
Okay. All right.
So that yeah wo project we cause your friend deep drive. Ewo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho. Enti eno no polling station no. Polling areas no and the university near new money na edi nkomo. Enti first every constituency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team. Na sa campaign team no and electoral area ho no akoyi campaign team no so akọ polling areas on my ye wi ani nyina ye hia na edi nkomo. Enti de ohun se wuntumi ye ekoso obabia ekoso obabia, and I think say gradually nkomo no ekoyi. Well, judiciary asem no e kan say the SCB and the general they as say developments ehun hia the fiamakpo na mo anko Ghana Bar Association. Ghana Bar, we patrol how many years now in existence?
Oh, Ghana Bar, they say if constitution ban and so by.
Yes. And now, say, or a lawyer, or a member, na say association, or a member, or per se, or no tribal, or per se, or no, your friend is saying, politics, say, yen say, ya, enkusi baby out. 4 years no and 100 years. And now what you said na uti TV so untumi defend galamsey. Uti TV so untumi defend galam untumi nkasa enti af galamsey. Mo shebo 311 ngogon kitengite ene noma engosi hwi na we na ye priority say obeye Ghana Law Society eno ene ye priority ene kwati Supreme Court the two judicial council say be ya NDC ko opposition on be running no. The growth and development of the country in here individual interests. Koshe the constituency aye. Koshe the constituency aye. To mean boost of even one secondary school or one company born to mean boost of. Now normal here fighting well established associations. Chese be a who to be some of the confusion koho. No one the fear makon when ya day. Opposition now prepare. Says on our dance room said denchem. Yen nyai san omano. Uncle for voting man will say from pum to Nekotina bridge parliament. Neshishe mra ni noma ebe bo mo ho ban ebe protect krona di mpuntu bebro. Na de mo yen de munyai. Munyai kra munyai.
All right. Godon fa unity akoko insensem no na menya na menya mkwan na de mo nche. Me jam kwan.
Kwaku isin adibi akoso a Dr. Bray Champon as former Minister of Agric. And so about a year, right? In the new 2 years. Now, walk as an saying, now walk on a ma with me a year. Now, all of a sudden, the baby cry or more from off of us had bold. And I did bad, no. And a bold leadership, no, idea.
So, my own terms and I know be to
bold leadership, no, idea concrete is what Mr. Mina me bold than it, no. All of a sudden, this will be as a person me bold, being a bold. Na Waku or can be far, Coco, or himself. All the time, Biani, it drew here Kotoku Qua, Nayakoji syndicated loan. Finance Minister Ebe Lili no money Coco Bossi, penny for Mako road show, Yakoji be 1.4 billion is an manemano abba. It's a drew baby, no, your hormone. then CEO of Cocoa Board, Ura Edu, Joseph Bahin Edu, former Minister of Western Region, under President Kufuor, and I think 2001, and we were the minister 24 years ago. And Obekan say, oh, I feel there's going to be a clear departure, say, young Koji syndicated loan beam. Name no, you be resist canon internally near the Atokoko. Yeah, just for the past 35 years, they be an Koji syndicated loan at Betokoko. Be a mentiasi, say, I had my intimate. It did a panic casano, many jepa, when the media for the Kasaye, widely published and publicized.
Yeah, come interview no Hamoka once.
So interview.
Yeah.
Emma Obahakram Panam one.
I make me interview no out here not.
Yes.
And Obeka name me be home come.
Yes. Emma won kwaku me war records. Ya okusia bankers banking penny for. Say adia or no Asiedu or no what dia beni say I feel the young Koji syndicated loan be resist canon internally. Okusia economic lecturers, econs lecturers at University of Ghana. Professor Boadu no kusia, my Professor Boadu and a vice chancellor, Methodist University. Okusia mina at the paper kwa presentation extra woman and paper report tiasi say how you bit me I viable. And my would teach him one. Kwaku, a drew baby and a better finance minister say there be Yebeko you know, our Koji syndicated loan beam. Now, as a market, no, reacted towards conflicted messages, no. Kwaku, I deal with me a drew baby. Na any baby pese on Bama side in Abasono. Kwaku, I can make the memenye na men can't buy no one because you oath of secrecy. Any oath of the bay. I apart from oath of secrecy, back with the allegiance and men cause we be. It is the matter no need the many who no discretion me pa me camp so amenka. Well, who can you imagine say former CEO of Cocoa Board equatro any media for the kasa say there were deep beni no and penny for was to be anti say and my money to apology later.
Oh sir,
I'm telling you. Emma Joseph Bahin Edu CEO almost up 1 month say or because I said the deep beni. Yeah, my to apology later.
Edu baby he almost resigned.
I know. Mami penny movie and the work guy or young people near or freka just said my offer. I did the man resign and just she sign university. It's all of a sudden and a daughter bread champon as minister, of course. A year was sector and a sign in Manako. A 2% of credit in Bia made me whom bonium. But to appropriate it to yourself, say, won't quan at the buy any day. Dr. Brechapo, we dear, I think say a social ye brakra. Share Joseph Kuju on the post near Debim.
No, a minister for public sector
reforms
enterprises. So
I one. Was I a member of parliament
for Efia constituency?
Waku, I dare watch Babontin. Was say Brian Chapo cannot take credit for new model.
Oh, I will recobate me the atoso.
Oh, but okay. Or sir, Eric, what they'll be the atoso. Now, baby, I didn't work at my second paragraph or so. Was saying, folks, it is known and on record at Cocoa Board and EMT that Honorable Brian Champon, then Minister of Agric, did not support the new model of financing cocoa. Before presentation of the new model at EMT, I had received complaints of frustrations from the CEO, that is Joseph Bahin Edu, and his deputy chief executive FNA, that their minister, that is Dr. Brechampon, wasn't approving the new financing model. As a result, I went to meet the chief executive in his office to encourage him. There's a lot I can say. No, there's a lot I cannot say here unless challenged to a public debate on this matter. Nonetheless, suffice to say a thought to us. But let me tell you, say the free horrible. Kwaku, eti we ya no on say be producer. State institutions in na no so no ohwe no. No crowd e woman no da beto abonte no. Say Honorable Dr. Brian Champon as Agric Minister, utimi manage achieve bia. No problem. But I will see no ya wo dia and your man pay for no so go no say. Cause he takes ultimate responsibility. The back stops with the president, not with the minister. It is a wo say and I'm so na you minister wa ma approval yentimi implemented there. Then what about the president?
Now sir,
anything that you do as a minister, you are doing it on behalf of the president.
And before approval no. Obina so that they propose to buy.
Eye be fence so rap boy in edu. Ono na atro so ho
ma approval.
Right at the bre wo ho wona na ye kwaku. Enra just boy in edu ka se bi o MT. Was say Enra was the first time what to say Dr. Bechampo exactly what the cabinet. See you.
Medasi enti minim say mu bebre ka but ebre no ma me kwan because I no pay say na meka ye ni honorable Kwabre Japan e wo ayi at 9 me wo interviews kakra bi so ho
na
me wo ayi bi so ho oh send it dia area come self adu die enti medam ase me di no ebesi ya enti na ya bati anka asem we enya asem wo say Yera Brand Champion kra say oka asem no in a certain way anke enfa we mra but ofani nyina.
Yes, that's my issue.
Ofani nyina ye wo intellectual property.
Yes.
And ye wo ba kono ne we copyright. And ye wo patent. And it's animal nyina. Nti wo ya sa pa na say e into those
areas. Because say what fanya say wo na we minister dia. Ene kakra
ade no so enyo na ye
sa wona wo fanya say wona minister because ultimate ni wo so dia ultimate ni minister so it's on the president
and the sa na tie dia and cocoa board nso any cocoa produced by a company no ne ade abobo ka na gu nyina and na Brian Champo cocoa fertilizer here yes saba ya yes ankodu gu NDC for be che say na obedi nyina
and meeting table no asaka say de Joseph Bahi nedu
aye
cocoa board I'm saying say na ye won waye
obedi nyina
you also obedi nyina etie nya careful
vetting no de normally en shedan ka ho asem wa bonte because you take oath of secrecy. But near maybe kitu ebi wo ha APP wo ho a me feel say emfata
AP over tin ho
rumors be a APP.
Okay
ni nyina ejina ade ba ko it has to do with so-called development fee bia.
Okay
Say it binumu di be rema yemu bi enomo enyadwi media party no masom party no free 1990 dankwa buzia time ansana yeti party na metumi ho achede aye adwuma den time na wiase ehu ye koto aba party no womra party no National Executive Committee NST nomination fees and filing fees. Ye course our meeting. Enipa no bi chairman for me no me mo yedin but omuni momo and there were witnesses there. Baku started say ye man to 10 million na nye agro na yedi
10 million Ghana
10 million Ghana
biwom.
Second person so ka say oh okay ni emfamra 5 million Ghana me show woman him din am say na nipa refi de ekoso woman mu ana ye free abem enche NDC for ye BBS one friend say oral or say omo di asheda yes omo di gu ye ho fin aka kire Ghana for say dabre abem no ye koye na dream nikita hye na koye na within 9 months say over filing nomination ne ka kire say 10 million so no have we looked at its impact on Ghanaians na a dear message ni send e dia koma Ghana for enti me sorry oh national executive when am ka say ansem mo ka mo ma me ra ho ne papa ko se mpenimfo na etu ye ho che wo party mu die ho boafore ye party na nyi sikasem it wasn't about money, it was about principle, virtues and merit. Enti asem mo kan wo ma dwen ho me de kakra me kan say 2023 me ko competition contest ye ko fa form na ye 50,000 it would be okay say be atum to 100,000 e mo do Ghana enti say wani mre say obeye say adwuma ya onko 200,000 and they are non-refundable. Now feeling now consistent around the country, even going around the country to get 160 signatures it will cost you more than another 100,000. Now they buy, now they 100 a back home. That was my first suggestion. Now I 500. Na abopo ne sana mekano. Ibrims so maka 500 there. And since 100 no, non-refundable no, and my non-standing alone. Na I'm say okay, Matthias, because baby figures are not a binomo kano. Na me no monyaji. Yeah, come a National Executive Committee take a decision. Ye no cry ye be sorry no. And a chairman sabons. And yes, suggesting say, oh, I see the party executives ne cano say, omu hiesika. Ede arane presidential primaries. And Busan say, presidential primaries and tese Congress. Congress there who invited over 6,000 delegates to one location. Wo the car kochun free baby omba beda. Say hotel o baby adebema ombe didi. What transport them to the venue no so ni boarding any hu niema nti Congress there ya na who can ye different na me my general secretary da ni e position say ma running presidential primaries ni parliamentary primaries na eka bia ni ho etesanti amfa bo bia nkoto obi aso metu akakese bia inti se no nti no mo kan dia me no mo nyadwen because presidential primary day the opening of 275 you say them say 276 polling stations
okay polling station yeah because constituency be one polling station
yeah one polling station even if so person or the from Krana electoral areas there are only 7,000 electoral areas in this country yeah the no polling station me general secretary me ko hu then IGP because in Yama Minio here, a security and it's a setting up the polling station. There are two statutory bodies in Wukruma, Ghana Police Service,
Electoral Commission.
Omo boy home by. Me call Mr. Lassan hold then IGP. Also, Governor, yeah, the Juma no. And a police who Ghana have a beer, and Tinyadi ye move nipa. And Tino say, ye be provide the BB na ye the stipend kakra. Near the amount moncolana. Or the signal kwa say every district be any team di nipa ekobo polling station ho e buy. That was number 1. Number 2, me pese basa beba party no na tension kakra o meeting because say even the printing of the ballot papers in Krana party nyini se free me did nyina come electoral commission director of operations at the time ni etua nika in fact publisher printer crow ye kra me I wasn't interested. No answer. Yeah, ballot ni we na mde kochire no. Ono anku tuaka. Ye man is can. It is only the printing of the ballot papers and the electoral commission. The unbox is in there. So more good at that. Omo started to do omo juma no. Enti stipend kakra. Na de beboa onom de ama omo e be set up polling for no. Enti sika no. Enye sika e doso. I don't think in those days, and Nekra, I don't think you exceed 500,000 and 300,000 to be able to these two organizations. In Tisaf, Sika Cassia no Mubodin no dear, me no mo enyadring, na a big party names, and on principle, I detest what they are doing. And one here, a yak or yes, we are trying to make leadership the preserve of only a wealthy few in the party. To be no mo nyadring. Ena obia ejitu ena your friends the national executive take a decision. Minim say national executive may take a decision. No national council no man twen anko bi. Ena omwe national council so meaning for kasai. Say man for make those suggestions no but meaning say they took a decision say say chairman and the cast say the say ma aspirants no contributions. And I say mandatory contributions and I say optional contributions. My party say me kase me outlining near my dear boy party na. You can't even put monetary value on it. Enti me dey sorry in say bibi up neck they take his decision. Me koto ye confer for my campaign manager na te hey honorable Fuso Asamoah. O confer for me Honorable Ransford. Ekofa forma Ebaya, omukoma miem, ye ko bie ma sheet bi shem.
But before so be do hono, after council meeting, General Secretary issue statement. And in that statement, na ewumu say aspirant be abetua a development fee which will be determined by the party.
When?
After some meeting,
now there's never been any other meeting after that. Until time when it determines that meeting.
And you know, the same say party ne be determine.
But the party hasn't met since then. Didn't make a say party no or a day no count party no umra. National Council, the only role they play in this presidential primary is to determine the date, which they have determined. Ubiano munchim. And General Secretary, and then a dan one bo figure as a party have taken decision. A dan party and take his decision, no. According to one, they're okay. Or say party no be take a decision. When? Since then, the party hasn't met, and no such decision has been taken. As far as I know, Fred, the secretary to the National Council, said me National Council the man could be. Inti omami hu minutes no, because National Council cry ni hu kwan say on better take decisions that they impose figure on aspirants. Any baby
okay.
So
sheet now.
And the sheet na buy and so cry and strangely na just plain sheet and ni party letterhead puso.
But next form no.
It was an attachment. He actually said 4 million. I'm catching say ade mo pese ade a national executive are rejecting no. Mo pese modi esan wura system no mu biwa enye adwuma
ogofa chame ebra mo kwaje forms no na wakase na bibi shim
o say eno kan no say sheet na 4 million ni woso
aye na woso
na cho plain sheet am cho me phone so ba man fama
okay
and actual 4 million no let nothing and once actual 4 million mandatory na am say 4 million ni ache say ye call National Executive Committee and no what the authority to fix filing fees no ye kasa wie no sa 5 million 10 million e binum kan no ye bogu enti says ye wie ya fe ne ye beto no muntimi nsan fa mehim na o kasa development fee what are we developing now? No, I want to ask the question because I've been General Secretary before. The issue or now said the rationalization of development fee was that for parliamentary elections. Na parliamentarians no more think cry or concentrate or yen ejuma ubo na kwabrane anase CEO bi no afa na chi na okotuetu esika na ohanadwen na e ka se in say over a 4-year period so be a parliamentarian e be a woko yi or support constituency no or to fundaka or yese or aboka kakra enti se sitting MP wo honko ade ana wo pese o ya ene efre bibi nurturing enti ene ese utua bibi sa
ya kwale say about
30,000 ene ede sir na presidential primary how does this come in
me who say what to bo ase a church in simino but what they I think the argument am say and say ye to abawi just a month or two na sisika kwani where be to your party headquarters staff car so what it means is that then there will be no money to run the primaries
o kan sa menu adero e ferry
me no ya adwi say
indictment
me no ya me my party penny then here me pese me kasa fa party penny for because obi a chairman General Secretary me bunu a position me medida but me dey na eye me ferry because I dey a friend of forward planning so what's not power 8 years see ekotoaba politics there are only 2 outcomes I also who say be a bit me akoyi ana enkoyi na campaign we so one way bank campaign no catch was one of the most resourced campaigns I've ever seen in my life me body wa nese mhwe party so na man timi anya forward planning because me General Secretary no minimum outgoings per month you have it and who estimate into multiply by 12 by 4 at least as of secure be to ho for ochina and immediately a month after let's say osi unis kadia na bibia to chima te say the minia as a media can cast indictment the enukra na me ferry to even make it worse one musu say e ko boa party no so a ya nko quietly kra nka say oh party ene say te say the nyina ye no me se kam di me card ba ha eniema ma ya aboa party including motorbikes any pickups in the past what is makanda
Debbie.
In fact 2016 kwa na me general secretary yetu me sinchen me support over 100 constituencies.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
I be ministers then. What is a mekanda?
Debbie.
Parties ani etete da rocha num time aram ponsanom mpenimfo amu bedi akoni atakra gi manum omotonton ye dan amesime kunum ne eke deku tomi ametepon mo ton dan ho e de bo party ye moso. Yenye sa me methodist ni. You service to mankind is service to God. Me ya de kire ma obi a nyame ehu eno ani hia me. Obi ehu bia enka me ho. Enti se obeko na ebe expose this party to ridicule. Na the cameras akotro say party ni skantino kwabrane se mama party say 1 million say 2 million to obi anhwe no. Na je se wokra wo gu party na numase. Both the giver and the taker.
I see.
Enti media ni many bi ho akoso no. But party ni me do party ni ntiana I find it very uncomfortable.
Who so raising this issue before so be converting.
Yes.
And now what convert na bana osan ka ho asem. Does it mean say any resolve this 4 million issue?
Media, I'm against it in principle.
So
now manya letter be me chro letter come Presidential Elections Committee. Oma reply me ada. Me call vetting. And I'm penifo no busa me. The vetting committee was very civil. Ni me din komo pa. Penifo a me no mo pia ye adwuma from 1992.
Yeah.
Omo nim de my party. To am ka se kwabna na 4 million. Na am say 4 million me in principle. Ye nyina all of us as party people we have to make a contribution to the 2028 election.
I agree.
Ye nyina ye contribution. In principle, I'm not against contribution. Na me jina monim as vetting committee. Pese me share mo bo. Se me kwabna Japan. I will make a significant monetary contribution to the party towards the election. But you cannot use sa we no as blackmail say mentia. Ye ma men to abani bi. Eno de me name omo enya adwin. Enra me ho ha me nsa letter from the Presidential Elections
Committee. Okay.
Presidential Elections Committee no crano. Please, let's be yenhwe constitution. E dey adwuma no mo dey ensem be hihye elections. Nyamu na mbe determine who is qualified or not. And we are vetting committee adwuma. Ni senti na mo chro me letter ka tell say eyi ni mandatory na manya sa mo be disqualify me. Mo need to me am be disqualify me. That's number 1. Number 2, vetting committee no e ka se o hwe ne na wo constitution mu a the wo guidelines of them are SCA and I'm prepared to make that contribution. Okay. First and foremost, and elections we better on the 31st. Into unti me jina me so pete se chinchina asisi a me mauska. And I don't believe you need that kind of sika nyina etua 600,000 times 5 people no should more than cover the presidential primary.
I mean your position yi. So sika no 4 million no.
Yes.
Say ura kwabre Japan oni bi owo bi na of course family kwamunti
and no crowd
on man I want to get your
first
position on
this
issue.
The way I busa question no me no nya adwene respectively. Wote ho minim sika wo boto
there be
enti obi sika obi ni obi sika
there be
enti se obi ni oni bi no de enye asem a yese ye ka me party ni masum party in many ways. And I believe all party members have a duty to contribute to the party. It has never been the case only aspirants. Inti edan me kan sem bi wo aja okwa also oath of security ndiana kana bontin. So but me hwe ade na ya koyese me kwabna Japan na omo target. Of course, because usha nipa na num no me gidi se munyina mu gidi se omunyina will be able to part with 4 million easily. Why? I didn't know more sir.
Dr.
4 million is kaketwa me busamo 4 million is kaketwa and as I say it moye dama if you say 4 million enyiska bia 4 million can be the life savings of an individual in this country. enti enye sika ketwa na yemfa ani die ni ebuo emesika enti yen cannot ento na serum kekese obi ankofa 4 million mra
eda me ba wo campaign lunch na se no mse na yo campaign manager and o kan say owura kwabra Japan we nipa ta na chipa say per resources are on betimi pull resources there this campaign and metisona wo brand champion so can say so person your presidential candidate there you must be resourceful. It doesn't mean say sikano must come from your
resources asem na ye kan
me can't wait to say mo where you there then it should be able to raise some money in a party ni say sika say no feel say onya obetimi dey run election there
and na me ka say my running party na da enye no credit say you need that kind of huge money to run a presidential primary.
So you think say you are being targeted?
And no dey out of the question. Minimum adekunti amekasa. Nye ne mani na mpese me kana bonti.
Okay.
Yeah. Na me hwa de bi sisi say ebra 2023 I think somewhere May NDC for call mo de no. Report bi by say then candidate an aspirant John Mahama.
Yeah.
8 years can be my delegates no. I think it's in the region of about
40 cities. Yeah, about 12 or 14 million.
Yes. Yeah, no. Just what sum up and about 14 million Ghana cedis an individual try. Based on their benti and almost says will be 5 million.
Meaning said
because I think say
Yamina until me say o man chiremo o man chiremo say I didn't na say 5 because treasurer not the figures be by.
Okay.
And all can also the major cost no ye sika ese de ma delegates no am de be kwa koto aba. And am busa
lorry fare.
And am busa on say na okay.
I made the campaign manager for Euro Japan. Euro of Usuasamoa. Obeni mema akwa officially.
Yeah, no, let's get this thing right. Say CCI yetiwe. Say offer a member of parliament Nketia any allowances everything need BBR is about 25,000 now say we be the MP 25,000 multiplied by 1 year
medium in content and casa
we arithmetic and mathematics
so was not quite
25,000
25 times 4 100 now multiply by 3 25 300,000 multiply by 4 1.2
nafani is gracia crack on assume say the same year not just a member of parliament will be MP ewo aban musisi ano say 4 years time Mukas will be the president 20 minutes.
And then you say so you're resourceful, meaning you don't have to pay from your own pocket. So if you should get people ready to support you to pay some of this money.
Oh yeah, MP ewo Ghana one of the highest paid persons anambwa na say MP ewo Ghana ha the one of the highest civil servants and obi atwan kapa 8 million MP ewo MPP party mo
8 million president
nothing. What are we talking odini 4 years or can bibia boom yeva zo nto fundaka ondidi onye bibia ni sika ebitwa na afibia no ofen ko hye chop boss mu ana penny box yenko labrima no bobo ni nyina no a no ka so obedi MP na obedi president ewo party mu a untibintu na asene zai
Ofa honorable Medas Ofa Pacho so how do you intend resolving this issue me person me who say what track koma party no party no so atro through the
me say party no wo emra
elections committee
nyoma adwuma in my view and say be disqualified vetting committee they ultimately recommend disqualification to the national executive.
Okay.
National executive me a member by virtue as a former general secretary. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it because I'll be there.
Okay.
So the American say
without giving us details of the vetting committee, no, this is kind of one about vetting committee na say na.
Omo boss but me timi say omo no me uncomfortable because omo can say metimi ama commitment say me boa party na eno no omo hia eno na wo guidelines no say all of us are supposed to make a commitment. But first and foremost, me person me say me party in femraso. There is nowhere in the constitution a man national council to me say omo and fa development fee and slap develop any baby from where which powers and omo di kase national council is national executive they determine filing any nomination and as I 10 million 5 million a buy and it was defeated, so that matter was closed and they accepted say ye metua 100 and 500 me metua na nafom metua they said they me campaign manager kan nkrofo boa me so who me campaign headquarters say 10 years ni ya kama she dem enso nipa jimi di enti nipa boa me eno nkyere se sika ese me de tu kwan nante koye campaign this share party for e kasa na na my top petro ye da hotel ye didi memfa sika no emremo na menka dem na mentimi nya campaign ana, and I'm against that principle. So because mu ye ne sa na enkasa ni bia binim aka no a emfata me mpese meka no a, because mahu a former cabinet minister wono aka se wuntimi nya 4 million there na we ye joker ene ono na kasa sa minim no pa tama ye politics no ye junior lawyer no nim politics won bi kra ye brewo Ghana ha 1991-92. Let me tell you a little story. It's important. Ghana ha IPAC I was one of the first MPs in the 1993-94 ye reforms. In 1996 ne the first strong room. In the enemies and Crawford can politics about collation of resources. Meet me at the Minses Mibo and Brasimo. I was one of the first people to engineer the collation of our resources. Sa time ne wiase e hunti no. Unu ba bia ediko sie. O dome.
O party collation center.
Party collation center.
Okay.
Ya de ko share dome.
Okay.
Obi na de sa dan na na nipa na tiase so otie me a your friend karkari.
Okay.
Ne in-law ne Peter McMenu.
Okay.
Mark ware ni nuaba.
Okay. No den da man.
Odin da man. Sa time ye ma courage kwasiga. On ne ko share ho. Enti na courage re do be school feed on na no aduane breye. Enti sa time Mark no e Western Regional Chairman. And me handles I
community.
Ansana inti ture bia me famoto me pese nkrofo go bia na ne adenti pese nkrofo bi no ma check enti hu me na ma tu moto from domio ansana ma ba strong room because ye pese ansana ye ne did the first e ba say results ba strong room as a party na hwe and verifier ye nsan and am refi
in correct
that time ni ko si prat Vincent Asise so unum ne ade
clean
guzitando me senior on fansipim any chichu pokunum ena na ye preso ewo edemo me ka say mayakai nti ye circulation no that those risky things. The second time ye collation was in the lead up in 2000 eno the essence sa dan no na young executive forum alanche martin na dan no ye wo dan bi wo Holy Spirit Cathedral na wo adabraka na chikona baby a hosusu na me come mountain collation nti ho na minya results ye communicate afi na phones a start be wiase ansa na ma electoral commission na my affirmation me ka say my can say sa time no nipa e wo party mu na nsan bi e yakaka bensem na bi ye toddlers nti ye kasa o monti ye kaka na mo fa ni die ni buo mai ti metese wo be ka kire say we need 4 million dia we ye joker. So those days no nipa no nim ne ho me money din and so me cock Akufuado office in those days in the 90s na fe no we school me ba una odi America ko hwe se wo ha na we ka so panimu me fanko nyako hu no ni ye struggle in the 90s na se enne utia ye na Akufuado be president no aye o minister ube ka kire me kwabena Japan say we need 4 million a joker na sika ma spend up to na emro 4 million on this campaign. Cars am umeba me nam ha convoys for ukambuma ni boy saying a dining yama yen kasas ye me kasasa na me ye general secretary kra me just ye 2 years in chen kra me support party no with sika me bo me kasada
Debbie.
so Alfred Anya wo that yasi no regional secretary ewo bravo onam sika e chiche ma bravo for ekosi no so he knows that me the sack up in come president intimidate kakra me can say ye nyai sikasem na ye de ba politics and na okase mobilizing support there President Akufo-Addo otiasi busa no 2000 me otimika front na nkrofo di mechi me ko mobilize sika papa nisi ne nantem say me modi is alive the ye can mobilizing of campaign am I press secretary to president now and I'm refi
What then ye kaipa
press secretary to president the minim nipa both in Ghana and outside but to use this as a barrier dear it is something that should not happen yes I party no ye chichire no enti ye nyina be your contribution but to say 1.4 million ama ye ma won stand there I think it's very wrong. The party no emra kwanso omo ye 100 and 600. I'm satisfied that all other things are satisfied.
Awanti party ni show krata na ema on what respond bi.
And then I respond.
This respond to krata
campaign so.
Okay. And ye be train because any work can ya say omo anu omo ko nyina atua.
Well, I know the and I'm say nyame na me kire obi de obeye.
Okay.
So them children. And na omo debi omo ti ye be a vice president 2 terms e be the cabinet ministers 8 years e be the chairman of Ghana Gas and your contracts akese media unfortunately 2015 na ye come to them. It's been 10 years of struggle nyankopon ti na metia me wa hoden a me ye dem ye because nyame nim se makomam e fita ye pobi a wasom party no in 1992 na wontumi television na ni wiase o
Debbie
na GTV panel ye pe nipa akotra national television so abo Dawuro for MPP na obi e adwane se na mpanimfo bibire no motiase at that time Rollins we gu bie mensa adwuma gu apenti mensa adwuma gu sian wadwuma ike osu chese tata briri num ni ade apia minkanom safu adu num adwuma na ehu obi asuro me akola na me di 30 years afi na mawie university me a young civil engineer me ye adwuma wo aban adwuma mu Ghana Highway Authority e ko ba ne san me ka se me dem ho be bo afore at the risk of my professional development as an engineer we adwuma na head of state na soja ni na nyam ko civilian enzo o se abano ojina bi nsi uni akukudura in those days when it was life threatening to be identified with the MPP uni akukudura betima ko jina television so say me ento aba emma soja ni a obechinchim yensa na ento aba ma Professor Dubois upon adechie na ukọ wadwumam Hall of Technology ona GH headquarters wo uduru ampenfo bi ehu anu yi adwane nobody wanted to touch you with a badge hole me see me ya ayini wia nti Edward Fachi otumidin genuine support because those days me ya me no TV so me see MPP support na genuine na NDC the end there o ma commandie Emma and the oye member of National Council Ashanti region first vice also friends are genuine support the champion anti-party no the kinds of contributions some of us have made nti ube kacham se me pitia development fee of 4 million I think it is completely unfair morally unsound and we should stop that now as a party have a responsibility to contribute to the running of the party and then here
all right go on bet me ako
2007 University of Ghana Legon contesting
that's right
17 what baby the last one 2023 no first 5 no went man making
that's right
but went man making no am say the question that we interview
kase
me hwebi manage ho e bi mo giri say 2007 na wo buy anye ye what's about 2023 and so anye ye e bi mo giri say encourage wa home motivation dey by pa na opepe.
Me, I want the transformation of this country. Okay. That motivation to transform this country is very profound with me. Enti enu ne here. And me feel say mo kasasa na me raho in the sense say I'm being penalized from doing what is right. It drew our time no. She confusion na si party. One more threatening showdown. One more say a jai party no. One more say na binimo di aboso. And then semo ba na say no. Party no me she party na. Em say party na take a decision. Say omo pesi yi Dr. Bawumia. Inti se to abani wi ye nyina. Ye nta na chi. Yeah. Because me de me hu ye wo party mu ene nkabom from Titino na Monsieur Free Pennyfo because in 1992 young executives near tie Safodu achi. Safodu antimia make you Legon ho. Adechie no de call Professor Adubu ahifie Templesi Lane. Come man trinkwa ka se me nkola ni o. Prof an ka se kwabna mama supporting me ntimonko oji miawa wa tu. Entina ye penipa akotran TV so no.
Okan say oji utu
me de me ho boaforo na mpanimfo wo ho Hackman also agima na o meeting num Jacob Echebilam to o meeting num ye no Safodu fie East Lagos that time na ye wuram and say na ye bank lanes akọ ha wo fefefe no Kwamina battles no ho Haruna ata ne wakodi ndisia so ye ambassador me amadamfo ye tu ye hu din me friend Abochi damfo pa no ho no a member of the publicity committee. Edru ho no benifo no hwe ade ne sa obi asisi ni trase wana benya kukudo omse kwabra ona wa brante de dachi ehye wonsa ene yiro ho misusu na my national figure dada
because of wajumenti
na me ta present sports highlights for several years young man at chess sometimes na me ho ofe kakra
enkwai
ene nyina come
so nanti misimi ne me good role a me menya no with Ghanaians hosting of the World Cup in 1990 ni ade nyina no me de be my party no na my the face and the voice of the campaign, which is what I did. Me kasa de siasem so 1998 so mokaya me ni pensia na edi candidate Akufo-Addo echi me na me saw nsa Ebenezer Presbyterian osu ye launching the campaign peja nsa the next president of the Republic of Ghana Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na pi nim se na friend Nana Addo na you the Burma Chronicle the Renaissance man almost started friend Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ni chingana he nyina 230 constituencies ekos nyana Mr. Akufo-Addo de ehwe form city 98 yeah ye wie ye no wan kase kwabna mukodi Akufo-Addo achi kama otweme meto ase akonwa nti ye ma ye kama hu se no abrante wa born home modern from Adubu ahinta o my Jake Ephraim. In fact, those days need any director of communications, but I was like the de facto director of communications of the party in the lead up to the 2000. The Joy FM no Ababa Metro no ne ade. Me na metiso me na mobilize adverts ne ade nyina to the extent say eda no a ye to aba no osan nyagidie wo mu say me na me call 1996 strong room yeah. Ka obi anka man support no ka bi ka onyagidie ma.
So onya
mujidie. Esma me say electoral commission ko bobe maba ho bai nti me na me fa phone anajo December 28 friend say Mr. Akufo say the Ghana for o ma to aba man boom o ye president elect na fi oji say me kanu say maya kai say ye party dey say to aba wi a ne ato aba wi ne nyina ta nipa ba ko anchi sa na me ye ma Dr. Bawumia me say me gina bi
yeah
me who say confusion ya banam say debi me sorry so papa mu na me gide ni mu because me the party no matene mu ache me di general state nipa ni me so mbia hu say me di na chi a wo mu a tete ada no kra be sorry abeka me di me hu boss afore e ma no chinga na ha nyina ye na anye enti e ma reho say ene ni campaign manager chairman sabunsu mu na hye sa de echi on the fact this ayiba national neck okay council on the manko bi ntimi nim de si wo ho but council so nya ho ne decide nomination fees yeah okay. National executive committee ntimi de
in addition to
ade America chiro won say yenye ko ni ye to aba George Godwin sorry ye to aba ye nya wi a dubo han ye to no so aba kufu ye to no so aba akufu ado ye to no so aba ye wi one electoral cycle ya starting new electoral cycle and I me feel say baby asese ye dru no ye pese ye kan ho no kra as a country any party Ghana for kan sem bi kire ne bia ye pese ye beti wonim se edwade wontimi mfoso de wo pe se nipanto in the term bia say every political party should have options into one more feel say more of the same no they know what to do almost a pensesa and I think say whether it was by divine a year now say you know me no last 8 years na aban no na me nka ho I didn't play any role in it into ebufu e ba Ghana fuom ye party for over 2.5 million meto aba say party for no smamia. That's why I say I'm the most viable candidate.
Before so be transfer in addition to God in there no. A big crowd are not saying say one sign crowd. Baby, there's what I are saying is baby a party ni jinano. You beat say akwabrege pon. Me dey ka ho na wa yi ano preko. Anka you beat say kwabrege pon. Na wa be national chairman. Na wa build the party no baby a na party ni wa and the party na yet say jijano. Enti no ehon odun krofo obi so krofo bebre was adwen no say ebi nya se bi akotranten kra
nye Ghana nko nye party no nko in the here section of Ghana. In fact, it is even more serious with the whole country. The direction of this country no enye no contribution, no chop. Just a kwa bem to chop.
And then I say campaign be a good campaign kwa. Ye di e jaw.
Ye free ho. We go into government to serve. Ye could ye who ye jumading the consume yenkodidi. Inti and no can one me run this campaign to reawaken the conscience of Ghanaians, to prick the conscience of both Ghanaians and MPP for nyina. And this country stands in urgent need of renewal, rejuvenation, and regeneration. Intermediate me feel say I provide an alternative for the party. Na me de me ho echere party se mo po bi a mesua ade wo party mu masum mampani kufo for close to 6 years onu so do bi en na hofama na nidie ni nyansa ni kasapa ni nkaye eno na ye de ateteme me ni darucha no manante aramponsa no manante TD Broadbent mo manante takwa jimanum nyina minimum amubedi akonom ne jamfi bika no ti minima ho fama wo de ama party no ena upo obi suso a yaka na shepa wo party mu a maka wo ba bia meka no mo da fam se nipa 2 million mo se ebufu obi ho so hwe bibi wo enya o ko replacement wo enya manfo mfisi yaka wo asha ene wo mo headmaster ni me
so and about in fact you no komo aye din with yourself inki ye ka wo mo an
so
ebufu a
me say party no ho yawa
wo ene me am of Abuacheja till now I disagree with but in menye president team
so they say nti ye odi 2 years bi
but after that no ye nya ntie say campaign ko po di bibi kakra kwa ha yetete wo di kakra kwa no taba mea eko enti kan ko fo nhwe wo so na ebufu no something that you be saying.
That's right.
Yes.
Enti na make say no say ebufu no a party for no biye me dem fi say ye nkrofo na me lusu ye o
me so
because we share figures na Akufo adunya 6.7 plus President Mahama at that time unya 6.2 plus.
Yes.
4 years down the line, normal engineers in statistics here. Mahama nya 200, just under 200 plus munya 6.4. In Kayasu nya yesa normal
6.7
projection na. Nya it was 6.9 and 7.
6.5
and a tiba 4.6. Just a nipa over 2 million 2.5 no. Oman to yetia ya ne say
Oman koto ama
20 away.
Inti chese omo ho na emu abufu
omobuafu
inti ese ye bibi na bia me de bia man kan ba ne ho nti mo de me kwa sa abufu na wo mu ka papa de okay we de wasom party ye de beche no nti wo mo a kan wo magu dem nyina na bia wo be sorry na Kenya ho nti na ma me tro proposal de command national party no time a constitutional amendment nse ke yebenya yema all former polling station executives party no so the party e kan nyina e form no ne hia wo mo ne refim bobo don e fa ha e bo posters ye yese omunya ho akatia bia enti yema mo recognition na yenka ke yema mo voting right eno so be ma vote enima tre over 1.5 million people now omo ene omo ju enum si e wuska no ko omo nkoto television 1.5 million omo nko cheche me ehwe
me request ba I don't know say ebia me hu ni say wa ba be victim of your own conservative nature there what you ba wunyi bebre sa.
That's right.
However I say ya ba be a chip of the old block because of unkomodie mu and penifo abomu de you will be devil say na dey better safo adudi na do you in politics you must resonate with the youth.
That's right.
Do you really think that you resonate with the youth now?
I think so. So me call Ryan Tina Misre nyame ene aboafo se emwa me na onya bibi kakra dia topetru ko babia makọ amakase bia no testimonies say nipa we papa nkrofo amebo omko 4 time mebo amenkan no
of course
ma hu do kan
we say mama una dem ko mama say menkai ntimi ko round o di dance and it's captured on tape me susu said okay nkola ndo mfuze ma the remedy be 48 and 52 the antimi age ya me pese mbo
Trump president Trump pose on person e betini age na wona
dia me pese mbo so enti penny ba ko no se kwabna you are the one who can connect with the youth and na me ball ne niema ana me ye na dada ni nyina enti no me contacts was system no mo doso football fraternity broadcasting fraternity journalist fraternity engineering fraternity built environment masakoye mikoye executive director Ghana Institution of Engineering many planners surveyors architects working together as part of the built environment forum nipa ni hu emre kakra me di ho close to 4 years impact am ye so enti me the man me can amwate ase ne say me my party no choice I have nothing against Dr. Bawumia onim say Nancy at arrange him to and I'm sending a message. Say Mahmoud, okay, I di shake ye baby. Baby dey shake ye pa. Na ye ka say ye ko.
Yeah.
Manchester nipa we
I will can a plane ko hwe ase no.
Aye, dan e buy. Dan one I'm sending a message because be 2 occasions. Let me say ko.
I see.
Wow. Oh yes.
Campaign time.
Na helicopter it me 2 free nkran no pa. Ne ye called for Christ a dambai. Ne ye 2 ne ye ko pie techima. Ne ye 2 ne ye ko nandom. Hey, nipa brayo. Nipa sacrifice. You can't put monetary value on this. People lost their lives.
And some mobile na ko dambai.
Oh, me just say helicopter any dinam sa unti adi buy I felt very close to it.
And yes mo ko bibi wo ho. Mo ko bibi wo techima. Na mo.
Oh, there ya ko sabia na campaign time functions during the campaign I said na make.
Okay.
For the 14 months and me no na year adwuma. Enti I didn't see him say we dey nyame. It could have been us. Enti me ka say ye can sacrifices for this party. Na the party say on behwe manim. Say to your 4 million as development fee. Enti ye ma won to aba. Ene mesre party for no. Asem wo ka kire wo mu ni bie wo party mu. Say che say wo de. Ese unya sika ansa na otimi abaye presidential candidate. As for mobilizing funds, obi anim. Me dwamanum. Ene Ghana they are billionaires enye me ha. Na omo register business crowd. Me mo edin o tie me onim pakro. People that I lifted from nothing to one of the biggest businessmen in Ghana. And so ono crowd o mo am campaign but and they had their hame. Me mo ni din so but tie obehu nipa kra. Nipa ni behu nipa kra America. Enti me de me sre say yem fa kwan pasoa and send a wrong signal to the party. So them show no.
Yes.
Enti sa sika no me call vetting no me dey need ye ma say look mpenifo me dey party masom party a ne mam dey achiche party in the past no me mo the ru uko atebubu na afre chairman who stars no sheriff no working tampo ejura se cheduma se intimi the pickups ko motos bia 8 na ko ya di boa na mse me ye general secretary ko atwemi asi nche kwa me ko mobilize ska akoto asa wanya ni baby ko obeto me o SG na wo is legon eye clinic
yeah
ohwe nim se na okaze bia kwa abodam na mse me send this ka koma onkrofo amusi mama me nye campaign bi at least me kakra me de be boa so that we win. I did all that. I didn't say anything. Now me party ni don't me nyehwe no me can be bien for party bi no person mo taking me for granted. This one is something I'm in principle I'm against it. Tame e twa tro propaganda gu me so e tu mase legally elected general secretary ne me party chairman 2 year to twene ye man kasa nyese bia na me ni bibika na minim say ya hyehyɛ niema parliamentary primaries bibia akoso fefefe ti minim say I didn't want to disturb the victory, the impending victory na party ni benya na me yedin na me sandi misika boy 2020 na yen lifted suspension no President Akufo-Addo no an frame me
2020 election
yes on a frame me Cobra I'm say Mr. President what is it Kwabra na dem me fremu na mo a mo ne me share politics ase no me mamo official part it was 3rd January I will never forget 3rd January I'm the president oh yeah do president eja me you know see there be bra office na me kosra no e wo Jubilee ye wo baby a friend of Villa e ho no ka se kwamra adwuma wo ye ma me 1998 udi manim de me call around the country me pese re-election usa be di mani enemi nko na yewie ne yakopon ya adoma me di bibi ma wa obi ameka ho ase munyina you are living witnesses
ye
ko Ghana ha nyina eto abawie ya ye di nkunim no utisi ebomidi
ya mudin ye bisa se na aden so ye nya ansa
nyewe just enra akra misi enra na oni ho campaign manager I was shocked say obi former chairman was it wager na say oba beka say ono te say de me ko yi nana onya problem bi wo port na yeso o ma hwɛ me no wantimi ehumi na
GPH di na
and tene ba bia
but oje tu mu say na me director general
na dwum na ofo na wo koye adwuma
letter you buy list ba bonten
oh ehu ye
list ba bonten
and 4 years in ko humi me photo ba bia na say bibi e chese me ye bibi
so ni bon won say na monitor media
and am say oh there be enye no kre they drew baby kra ka say e di me ho agro position o Ghana ha nyina me say
ye do din to so
yeko ahimfie those days now no nkolai mensia nkolai bi oh ha matise una be chief of staff na me de uba de me pa ne auction card
unya kuma kwaku Newman Victor Newman ninu akon was me ka so watch ya o te wo London
okay so
abusanti afi na utia ye ni Owura Kwabena engineer Kwabena Japan na edi enkomo empanifo numu a edi omo nkrata akosom bedi MPP animu no oye baako na no pe ne ya trans na nkomo no utia oni ne bon komo a ohu ne de nkuanti wanimra ahoso no hu na ade asam enti no do abo apemu ye be boa no de nkomo no aba ewie ese won so koye campaign but apart from sa sika sem ne kakra yi no process no obekase so far so good.
So far it's been very good. I think they were very civil, very decent. Nipa ni nyina me no ma ye adwuma. Bebre. Obi se obi amwade. On the okay 2008 na party there won me office na woni ma ha say
so dia wo ho dada
me di ma party no
communication
I want a communication John Boadu Samia Wuku Charles Nite Kutegu hono ba first ya boabia samwa hono no mo me di ma Kwabena Boadu ofiri mu ho nyina me share Dr. Baumia twice no ba ho and me di my party no free for 4 years my Jake throw letter ebedama say Jake letter na dewo tie mu bi the party no ya some party will continue to serve this party so with them children until I find it a bit offensive say ye pese create some barrier bi say ya ehun ni mfaso send this also a bad signal to the rest of the country. So now the reason na make kind of no because ye nyina yen kai say ye movie we've been ostracized for over a decade.
Yeah.
So when them sure.
Yeah.
Enti nyame enshira
and many pa
nipa etimi enema betra manim a nipa bi wo gidie wo mu a over the last 10 years nyame na many nipa yo defo so omo a 10 years mi nya hwe ma okra kai de me ye ma on in the 2000s na me ye press secretary no nti bitimi frɛ ka se kwamra ye pese ye boa ye jiwudi wo principle the way I prepare so be ku hu ama party no enu ne hia ti me de me sre party for no and now ko platforms nso de ekoso no enye kra ebinum na se nye minipa na eba de ane ye mpene ebinum so a ene ye de ebe kwa ne ye nko ya obi aso ma ye sa ne ye party ye pe enkabom na me de me ne adubu ahia ye adwuma me ne kofo aye adwuma me ne akufo adu aye adwuma
na oni ba omi aso aye adwuma
se musuma me I am going to be the glue to hold together this party because me no be any asem me nka asem boni so bia mfa obi a no kre na meka na emum se madi general secretary da me na me wo ho a ye chichire party die party abakosem no minim enti me ade a ensiye no me nka da
I see.
Mami bi not muntemwa na frɛ no mateki broad base man penifo na omo bre 1992 na say biem so afri mu me refi ni actual name there is Ategya nom Rosemary Kwam nom oba ya free fanom amabuzia nom me kai da ye koji provisional certificate ye nanti free kokomem na ye nan form any bit nan form na ye call
electoral commission
ansa na ye kopie bukwem square ya hota makulo no nyina bae but kasaye na miswa ye di akire eto da bia those days no mpanifo na ehu ho ye pese ye koye ensiemu press aye nwumre obi asuro so odi ne din
ebe shase
nti me na ese me ko ohu ese o masi dan kase bi na SU building kitikiti bi opposite electoral commission
why
YW emuba
ye the YMC
na ye ta koye na nsa na prof adubu ahene kwame pe me akola na me ye adwuma highways na ma gi pani bi na opema se friend Mr. Benfi ni ka Fiat Mirafiori kitwa bi na ma tu na ma free adwuma na ma be tua ni ya be hihye nkonwa nsa na nwumre kosi prat no ne nya hota makulu no ne kwame pe ni ma be kasa wo ye tua ka na sa sales station na ya ba ewu adia former kotokotem
okay
and the history of this country yenim eda president Kufuor candidate Kufuor o free fie akọ aka ho ene na akoka
Great Alliance
ye nipa nai me na mtika no bi Gabi Nketia ene we free
goyo
ono ene kwaku ado ene ekodi breakfast ewo aka fie wo ni ba aka ko ni fie nso no agentc boss bibia oni fie bia e Ghana made imagine na nsawam kan blue band we are bibia rice water ni dia
ni botai kwase na ekinte ho na obi di message bia bra e be surprise wa kra Frank Amankwa
footballer football do ko ho na chese
what's me kan just watch ya we say good morning greetings my manager in my football I say miss me opinion
afa unu ya ba ko unu aketo ba ko Kwame Asante police ni no
okay
em say we do chrome
okay
police
for them
Osemen control social honorable Clement Wilkinson former MC Gan West Osemen control social Sir Court former DC e wo Fantiakwa Eastern region oseko akumesro bisawo of mama say ye man running meter obeji ana so obeji dia akondi on Dr. Baumi anka mum na owi a yemfa running meter ni man no ni omkumbo Dr. Baumi anya adwuma man it is a court question
asimbia obia can be ye gino feso ejene feso
Jarvis people say me guys watch ya
oh Jarvis onu so dey kotoko hey me microphone ene microphone ti ene
microphone ti pa Queen Irene we call dem atwamu ho kra enti mu am send messages nyina yedamase lecturer ba ko Kofodia Technical University friend no Mr. Nwete osimi control so chiao na ono so ka say 4 million dey ofo say ebe hard me kakra enti pa impeni4 enhwe ho asem enka nanakwa okay I mean okwa yi ana okwa kan Queen of ene
ai me free me ahihye me ko amasama
okay
no ma trubu
okay
no ma okai
Queen of okay
no okai Queen Central
okay then okai Queen North secretary say me control say omo twen 2 p.m.
ai catch am say omo invite polling station for electoral area coordinators Mr. Oma, former executives, former patrons, former elders, ni omo eho current executives.
Enra here na kwa
Enyumre was last place was Anyaso Utu.
Okay, see Enra Enyumre program will be by. Na no so
oh okay.
And he was a bit worried. He say coordinators na say komo ban wo so ha meto.
Yes, Kwabrania before
exactly. And in fact, me wakacha me so no support Dr. Bam. Bandes will beat you. And he was worried. He say wo mo kon. Tiano pena message say.
Oh okay.
And I'm mami mo ndi pakodi. But tiano pena message say to prevent Sadi, I think say will say delegate nya access to all aspirants.
That's right. Intina me
no mukamonya timetable from my party.
See. Ti mase me my general secretary.
Yes.
Ti bibia me en fefepe. Say me call region mu a. Me tro regional executives ni first.
Me yes me away.
Me tro. Na ma give permission.
Okay.
Enti me de any de enti me tro regional. Fortunately na dan kro mo ye meeting. Some say to America baby no
committee na say.
A committee na say. E the letter no come ma on personally. Dey me program ma on.
Okay.
Enti wo munim. Enti e me nwanwa say Anyaso Utu mfo. Munim se me ba ho. Na mo ntimi an kan kire mo coordinator say ne because nipa obefrem or the letter about greater ka.
There be.
Na ye na ehia bibia free mo. Ye na say dey ni die ma mo.
Ne ba mo na so.
Ye say ba mo na so. Me susu dem nkogina fa akopo ni ma frɛ nipa. Me ba constituency by constituency. Because pese me hu the state of the party and everything. So hu dem sure. Na Kwabraneti baby no or the bass abesisa nipa kwa. Say no mu se party.
Oba me da say you see agro ne de na gross ade sen krun kitwamufo. Em say police na me so ye Inspector Santo Kofori dia rada. Me Kofori na. I me no. I say me Kofori na ti me no okan. Ne na bu adwuma ho a honorable Ibre so me for the regional minister me refi the dim. Enti eba nipa bo abaso.
Me da na.
Say e dia ha de e bia e kan ho asem papa enti wonte. Say ye kan one dia akaba na wate. Say o kasa agruesha se nyina eminim se nipa dodo na say o kasa wo kano. E kasa e hote.
That's right.
On kasa ntia obia. Wuni obia tem wonu party ni hufin. Na wasem ne o message ukura na wode nam. Enti no yese unkura se to aso sa ahanso de yese na wa wuni mu na ha ye ofie edi abiribia
na beto
god also on transfer
so o zembisa
eti abiribia o pese wo ba ha bia no ana o obia o campaign bia ba ha bia no
na kamuni party na nka na yenye debate na elevated discourse
okay.
So now we had to work coming the attempt some of them almost supporters year platforms nanka no abrasi because Ghanaians deserve to know our different policy positions and where our priorities lie. Very important. Intimidate me feel say national audience and also nipa 5 we have a solid debate near cancer because and your party no pet ne pesi di enim e pesi di o mine enim. And I believe it's time for the recalibration of our thinking as Ghanaians and we the political leaders. Yes, anymore. All right. Yeah, man, and politics. No, contribute no contribution, no job. And yeah, the some.
Okay.
It's about 3 things. Until I mean, you assume a threefold S doctrine: service, so sacrifice. So don't be boy for it. Say they made them who boy for it. We are saying who 92 no. Any selflessness. Say do any word. No could be me yidia ma ubia onibi. What that empathy, those are the virtues that we need in politicians to lead us. Intina, the theme of my campaign is MPP, going back to our roots. And yema pa my hu ye yam nuadon kasapa enidie ebuo enkabom Professor Dubois ye bi ma me hu ye with Dr. Kwame Safwadun de akufo ye ya se bi man support no san frɛ me betra ne nchen as the press secretary of farm se ne ba otua na matiem se Buckingham Palace se White House so UN ko betima ka se me man support no ntino but wanya sa it has lived with me forever. To me, they are unifying the party in here. Intina mitimi ba bonten say the party for Dr. Baumia no pedia. Obi enya dede no. Elections there. Etre bia unya na trodo. Na nyina nkamum, na entanechi. Sa time chi me phone na me chiro messages party mpanimfo bi na omo kasaka me. Ensem wo mitrim. Ebi wo ha say odiku. Mo kafa me ho say aden na me ko support Baumia. MPP for mpanimfo. Ebi di matem. Ewo ho ma omuni mom but me dey see because we are press secretary to president and yema uhu no. I think say it is now for us MPP to present a more polished image of ourselves to the Ghanaian people. And I think say almost mamia. I know say Ghana for ombeto hu say papai kufo time to ne ho che wa metutu adan wa mesisi niema kese me I'm a modest person kakra bi anyame dia ma me bia no many so until I met me survive all these years of being ostracized on the sideline.
Yapon, but I think say Nkrofo you're interested about the running mate issue.
Oh,
so would you accept a running mate from Dr. Mahmoud?
Asema okay. Who kasa na say who dimini position no.
Oh, okay.
Running mate here at the case papa. So be the vice president, be the running mate. Me some party. And he say any position bia ese metim dia boa me de me hia na se metim ahwe TV because NDC ba me ntimi she da fit enti se men kan okra na MPP be win ya na metim ahwe TV a mepe enti eno de inya to abawie me sre nyankopon so nka party for na kuma no mo ntoma me ankoba ne sa enya hwe going into an election there are two outcomes. It's either you win or you lose. So you should emotionally prepare yourself for either. Enti eno de me pese me shen ko ba bi ankrofo busa me na ankoba na ya na na se me de match say there's a record say tembia me boa party ya 2 years nchen kra me ko temska de boa enti election na me man recover from was a Dubois Hines loss eno na for 4 days ma kafi na de akabia na I can accept it. Intimidate party na me so me sre party for no mutie me no omunyai ankra chidie no nsum osono no na osono na enyina di achire is more important our loyalty to the elephant first because eduwo hia ba oko kufu aba oko kufu ado aba oko party no dey say edete ho.
Yes,
so let's respect and love the party and work together na mfa na kase nu bia na nsan ekoso a anganen unpalatable nsem efri nipa no a ye kan to bia na me ra ho say na Ghana na ewo ya na say aha esesa. That is the more reason why I want to run this campaign, to be the voice of conscience, the voice of propriety. See be ye niema papa oh my the emre papa ba na ma be come police anka